using the MailChimp OpenCart module. At the end of this tutorial, what you'll see is you'll be able to install the module, the MailChimp OpenCart module, which will position a box like this on your OpenCart website where people can come along and type in their email address, and let's just put in some dummy data there, and they can subscribe to your mailing lists. That's one of the features of the module. Another feature of the module is being able to sync your customers at your OpenCart store to your MailChimp mailing list. Alright, so you can pick up the module from the OpenCart market. If you look on the right hand side under the modules section, there is email and newsletter modules. A number of ways to get it. You can get it in a package with another module or modules, or you can buy it standalone. Quick feature listing down there. Alright, once you've purchased it, it comes with PDF instructions on how to upload the files. Once you've uploaded it, you can drop into your admin panel in your OpenCart store, extension modules. We've already installed this one, but you'll need to click on the install button and then click on the edit. This is the main administration screen for the MailChimp module. One of the big features here is you drop in your API key. We're just going to take it out for the moment. And what you'll see is that this list here is populated automatically when you put in your MailChimp API key. So we're going to drop in the API key again. Up comes our list. If you have a number of lists, they'll all be displayed in this drop down box here. You just select the one you want to use. We're just using a test list we set up earlier. If you have any problems trying to find the API key and whatnot, there's a bit of information on the left hand side here which shows you where you can find it in your MailChimp account. We'll run through the features here. The double opt-in, this is basically when someone subscribes to your mailing list, do they receive a confirmation email or not? I personally choose to disable this. You may may enable it or disable it, whatever you choose to do. We've got the update existing. This is another feature which I've always set to enabled. It basically means if someone comes along to your shop and they're already subscribed in some way or another to your list and they try to subscribe again, they'll get a confirmation saying thank you instead of saying sorry, you're already a member of this list. So it's basically just a nice touch. Update the record, don't bounce back a warning say you're already on the list. Extra customer fields. A lot of people want to pick up first name and last name as well as the email address, much like you can see here. If you just want to pick up the email address, you can drop this off and just go disabled. If we just save that, we'll have a quick demonstration and see what it looks like now. You can see that the subscription box now just picks up the email address. So that's purely optional. You can enable, disable that. The email type, basically I can't see any reason in this day and age why you'd go to plain text, but the option is there. MailChimp offers you can send out HTML email or you can send out plain text. I'm a big fan of HTML. I think most of the professional outlets out there use it, so I'd say go with HTML. That's the basic settings of the MailChimp module. That'll get you going with this front subscription box that you can put anywhere on your website. You need to position it. We've positioned it here just on the category page, but using the MailChimp, the OpenCart layout system, you can put it on any page in any position, and you obviously use your sort order there. That's the basic settings. That builds you that box there, which you can position left or right on any of these pages in your store and get people signing up to your list. And one of the key features is they don't need to be a customer of your OpenCart store. They don't need to have an account at your OpenCart store. They can just be visiting your site, looking at it, say, yeah, I like something there, I can subscribe to it. The next key feature of the MailChimp OpenCart module is the sync feature. This is unique to this module. It basically allows you to grab all the customers in your OpenCart database and send them over to MailChimp. Now you can refine that. You can refine that by customer group. So if you've got a large array of groups in your OpenCart store, you can pick which group, or you can pick all customers. But you can define which subset of customers is going across. You can choose the MailChimp list that it's going to. And there's a third feature here, which is basically an override. And the override feature is grab every single record in your OpenCart store and send it to MailChimp. Now you've got to be very careful about sending spam to people that haven't asked to receive any email newsletters. But the feature's here, and if you click it, you're going to get a big warning basically advising you against spamming or anything like that. So use that at your own discretion. Just be very careful. It's basically an override of the customer's newsletter flag in the OpenCart store. The sync, once you've just defined those where you want it to go, which list, which customers, it's basically click the button, off it goes. It runs, it tells us it found one subscriber in our OpenCart store. This is a test store, so we only have one customer in it. It's sending the data, it sent the data, it added one person to the MailChimp list, and there's no errors came back. That's as easy as it is. You could have 1,000 customers in there, and it'll go through it, find them all, give you all the stats, and let you know what happened. That's the one-click sync. If we run it again, you're going to see that it's going to find another person. But this time, because we had the update existing flag set to enabled, it's just updated that record. It hasn't bounced back an error, and it hasn't added anyone new. So that's the power of the one-click sync sort of feature of our MailChimp OpenCart module. One of the other features pretty unique to this module is the ability for webhooks to be enabled, or more specifically MailChimp webhooks. MailChimp webhooks enables MailChimp to communicate back to your OpenCart store. You can send out your emails through MailChimp to all your newsletter subscribers, and if they click on the link in the newsletter to go and update their details at MailChimp, change their email address or change their first name or last name, whatever they might want to change, that information, if webhooks is enabled, will be sent back to your OpenCart store and changed in the customer records section. So it's a powerful feature. You may or may not want it turned on. The option is there. There's no other settings. It's just enabled or disabled, and off you go with MailChimp webhooks. Last of all, we have a quick tab there where if you want to get some support for the module, you can go to our support desk, or you can have a look at the MailChimp resources. There's also an email address there. That's all the features of the module. You've seen the sync feature and the power of it, and the ability to put a join up to your newsletter mailing list type box anywhere you want across any of the pages on your site. That's the MailChimp OpenCart module.